Are we on? Are we on, John? Ride for me. I'm racing against all my demons, driving a winner. But am I a winner? Got my foot on the pedal, but I'm going nowhere. I mean, I don't know where. Trying to remember, help me remember. So ride for me, cause I don't know when I'm gonna be back again. Cherish the moments, it might be the end. Right now I need more than a friend to ride for me. Even at times when I make the wrong turn, out on the road, all the lessons we learned. Let the rubber burn. Ride for me. 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 Let the rubber
burn. Be the one taking things by my side. Now my niggas don't lose a winner, straight down the ride to the wheels fall off. Down like 4 flat tires. Was I think it come between us and money can't buy us? Cause money can never purchase a real nigga. Like if you take it in the house, so you a field nigga. You say you love me with your mouth, but I still put a little bit of a serving. What you really feel, nigga? Show me who you is, nigga. Everybody when they say they ride to dying. But tell me, can you run out of gas? I see more than half, never lands. Springs come back on just like a pass, and then I'm just like a fast. Yeah. When they say they love you, it's not you, they meant your money, man. They really love me for this money. Something telling me they ain't keep it 100. Never do a sucker, so keep them away from it. And I'm gonna make you speak in your face. Also, what you're speaking is weak, it's damn dumb. Cause don't get in my ear with all of that love and all of that nothing. Pumping, tough, customize, y'all coming with all of that nothing.
Racing against all my demons, driving a winner. But am I a winner? Got my foot on the pedal, but I'm going nowhere. I mean, I don't know where. Trying to remember, help me remember. So ride for me, cause I don't know when I'm gonna be back again. Cherish the moments, it might be the end. Right now I need more than a friend to ride for me. Even at times when I make the wrong turn, out on the road, all the lessons we learned. Let the rubber burn. Ride for me. 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 Let the rubber burn.
Damn, everybody trying to infiltrate a nigga like I'm that man. So I'm gonna stop playing. It's the same niggas infiltrating, same niggas ain't trying to plot their plans. So I'm not their friend. I'm sick of all these suckers talking about how they gon' ride for me, right? Cause when we in the jam, niggas shy from the fight. So I don't understand how you ride till you die. I'm a real nigga. When the real niggas say speak, I expect the nigga to speak up and say shoot. Don't be telling me loud, trying to take on my head. Shit, my vision is clear. I'm finna rap this shoot. Everybody claiming that they let us like you should know. They never show anything like through their vision, bro. That's why I kick it with certain niggas that miserable. How about niggas security? Better, but I still got a lot of love for the real ones. You know the real ones that really had a real gun. Like never got us some nobody dreams. I think I'm propaganda way more than it seems. It's all fake to me, so I can shake in my head. I'm already knowing you. Now reveal ya. All niggas, all y'all are familiar.
I'm racing against all my demons, driving a winner. But am I a winner? Got my foot on the pedal, but Are we on? Are we on, John? Are we? Hopefully so. We're about to get this on the road. Life. Death. Life, death, everything else in between. That is what we talk about here at Are We On Podcast. I, of course, am your host, Big Sam Hurd. Billy on the board. And it's Thursday. I got to remember to take out the trash before I get too carried away. But we are on, hopefully, for those people that are watching, listening. You show me some love. It is one of those things where we work, and we hope that we can hopefully one day make it all worth it, you know. But right now it doesn't seem like it's paying off. It's not paying off.
you invest into something and you want your investment back. You want to make sure that what you're doing this for is worth it, and you're not losing money. But right now it seems like we are. Um, that's the way it is. Like if we were in a restaurant, you would put in money into a restaurant and you would hope that you can get your investment back. Good thing we don't have any investors, so none of them are losing any money, or we don't have any sponsors or any shit like that. But if we did, I definitely would mention them. I would tell them thank you, and I would do my damnedest to make sure that this podcast is still rolling, still on. Um, and that's one thing that we are kind of getting worried about, because we don't know if we're going to be able to continue to do this podcast. We don't know if we're going to continue to give you content, because we're worried about things. We're worried about bills. We're worried about having to catch up on our rears and make sure that we can keep the lights on, and we can give you a podcast where it's different from others. I know I'm a one man gang. I have to talk to myself for the most part. Don't know who's watching right now, but whoever is, thank you very much. This is Boom at Noon. Ride for me. Reason why it is Ride for me, besides the first song that I played, which is Crazy Bone, Ride for me. We get people that say they want to support you and say they want to help you and this and that. But at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. And I am trying my damnedest to make sure that I can continue to give you a podcast. It may not be the best podcast. It may not be the worst podcast, but it's mine. This is what I have, and this is who I am. I don't sugarcoat shit. Hell, we go live for the fact that we don't have to edit anything and whatnot. So I just want people to know that I'm very thankful to have been on, let's say, social media, on the good old www, whether on Facebook, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever listening platforms you guys listen. I just want to say thank you. So I don't know if this is going to be one of the last, but we need like support. We definitely need support, because once we lose that support, then we lose everything, and we try something else. We didn't intentionally make this a podcast. We were just talking on our lives, and we had people that were interested in what we were talking about. It got to the point where I moved the bone zone to a larger room. That way we can have more space. And then we started to get guests, and these guests are awesome artists. We had several people already. And it's amazing to say that, we had artists that are doing really, really good for the city of San Antonio, or just, in general. So Ride for me, that's what we need. We need real people that are going to support me. I need monetary support. So for those people that are always flashing your motherfucking money and shit in your whatever the fuck, your videos or this and that. Yeah, I know it's probably your hardworking money, but hell, if you got a few dollars you want to throw my way, you're more than welcome to, because yeah, unless that shit's prop money, I got plenty of prop money I could throw around too. We got plenty of prop money we could throw around. So if you want to throw around some money, throw it my way, but make sure it's them real ducats. Prop money is only going to get me so far. I need real U.S. currency, because it's important, that we keep this show going, because I know that there's people that do like this podcast. There's people that do listen. There's people that do watch and do support me. So we need them ducats, like this right here, this fake money. I need real money. And we've been manifesting what we want, what we need. So we're going to continue to Just stay positive and continue to stay humble and thankful because we don't know, this could be the last. Um, and I just want people to cherish what they have. So your family, friends, family, boneheads, bitches, bitch ass hoes, hoe ass bitches, and bitch ass niggas. Because yes, even the male can be a bitch too. We gotta cherish every single thing that we have because we never know when the love of our life or a person that we most admire, a good friend or whatnot, is not gonna be with us. So for those people that lost anybody recently, anybody going through any type of loss, anybody going through any type of grief, know that you are not alone. Know that you are not alone. We care for you here at Arion Podcast, live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Heard. We're gonna take a little music break. Actually, I'm gonna take a little smoke break, you dig?
They be hating on the sauce and dripping cause the nigga hot. Yeah, my nigga, we twisting the plot. My nigga, we twisting the plot. Yeah.
So like the typical lyrical, I'm the pinnacle, coming to put the nigga on the spot. Crack, innovative the millennium, swing on them like a pendulum. Competition, they limbs get chopped. Hey, stay free, get rid of them. Great, keep coming really get lame. We don't pretend to be fake. We see this like see me straight. Keep the money escape. Niggas can never debate. We the great. It's okay. Your best is my minimum. So when I turn up on niggas, I'm killing them. Tell them niggas I ain't feeling them. A nigga energy weaker, so I'ma hit them with feeling. Up the middleman. Don't know why they let them in. These niggas see school and told the truth.
I didn't own the rights to this music, but I do very much support it. It's a little bit of Crazy Bone, just a little bit. So it's Thursday. People would say Thirsty Thursday, yeah. For those people that drink and whatnot, people that do whatever type of activities, just make sure that you are safe. You be careful. I'm not gonna say that I'm sober or whatnot, but I'm definitely not the same person, that addict that I was before when it came to, let's say, alcohol. We're not really engaging in drugs that can really hurt us. We're smoking hemp. And then that's about the most I do. We were having a beer here and there, but it's crazy, when you live in a world and you see people around us lose their lives, lose their friends, lose their loved ones. When that happens, we gotta just come together as a community, as a family. For those people that, let's say, are river rats, people in the city of San Antonio, they call, if you work on the river walk for a certain amount of time, they call you a river rat. Myself, I'm a third generation river rat. Right now, we are not employed on the river, but we're always going to be a river rat because I believe I earned my dues. Well, I paid my dues. I earned my name as a river rat. Big Sam Heard. That is where my name was made, on the Riverwalk. So for people that work on the Riverwalk, live that life, it gets very, very exhausting. It gets tiring. It gets stressful. It gets, frustrated. But whatever you do, just know that you're not alone. We go through things in life and we think that we're not going to ever be the same. At the end of the day, we're actually going to be better than what we were before. So just have patience. Don't give up in whatever you love. I do this podcast because I love it. I want to one day create music because I love music. And no matter right now if we are not, blessed with like money, like bands that'll make a dance. I wish that money right there was legal currency because we would invest, of course, besides invest in myself, we will invest in a neighborhood for people that need help, people that need a little bit of guidance, people that need a little bit of structure, people that need just somebody to talk to. Maybe sometimes they just need somebody to listen. You know, us as individuals, we either are gonna hear what people are saying or we're gonna listen to what people are saying. So I hope that what is being said by me is being, you know, listened. Listened, of course, listened. Does that, you know, not just hear. I don't want you to just hear what I'm saying. I want you to listen. I want for what I'm saying to actually mean something. Because yes, it's the same shit, different day. I understand that, but we have different views about this, different views about that. You know, we think differently when it comes to life. We think differently when it comes to death. But there's a lot of things that we necessarily can't control. So we have to just be thankful for what we do have. We have to be thankful for what, you know, is in our life still, and not get overwhelmed. Even though at times it seems like we're just gonna end up, you know, in a ditch or something. I hope not, because I would hate for my life just to be a big waste and a lot of untapped potential, because it's important, you know, that you live up to expectations to other people, what other people think about you, you know, for what other people may pretty much just like look up to you. I'm not saying anybody looks up to me, but it's a whole like gratification of where somebody is doing something and you're like, man, I'm so proud of somebody. Like, it's okay to be proud of your friends. It's okay to love your friends. It's okay to support your friends. It's okay to be there for your friends. But at the same time, be real with them. You know, you don't have to sugarcoat shit. Don't support something or don't say something that's badass. If they're horrible rapper, say they're a horrible rapper. I say that shit and I don't give a damn. Like, because this is my fucking platform. This is my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. You know, our opinions are just opinions. You know, they're like buttholes. Everybody has one. You know, we have to just be honest though to ourselves and to our surroundings. You know, I'm not gonna go around pushing some music that I personally don't like. No, fuck that. I don't do that. No, 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 no. So if you haven't noticed, yes, there's some artists here in the city of San Antonio that I do not fuck with. That is just my personal reference. You know, I just don't listen to trash ass music. Okay, so keep that in mind. Right? Oh, Shelby.
Deceiving, I'll kill it. I'm from Cleveland, I live it. I don't speak to demons, I don't talk to strangers. No, we don't feed the leeches, we don't walk with haters. Yeah, we often hate them. Friends, how many of us have been? I'm talking about the friends you know that's everlasting. I'm talking about your friends that's gonna be there when you ask them. I'm talking about the friends that wants to carry your casket. So crowded, so crowded, so crowded, it's so crowded, so crowded, so crowded. So crowded, it's so crowded, so crowded, so crowded, so crowded, it's so crowded.
In my old apartment, the lady next door, her son died. He just dropped dead on the bus.
That's it?
Like, he was like young. He was like,
Yeah.
in his 40s.
Life sucks, but death sucks even more. All right. So for anybody going through any type of loss or pain or grief or suffering, whatever the case may be, we all go through it. It's how we overcome it. Just know that you're not alone. All right. So for whoever is watching right now, I love you. Thank you. If anybody has a business, if anybody is an artist or has any type of something to offer in a way when it comes to services, hell, man, we'd like to have you in the Bone Zone. We would like to interview you. We'd like to talk about whatever you got going on. We'd like to plug whatever product you're selling or whatever the case may be. You know, that's what we do. We try to get back to the community however we can. I wish I had money to give because people love you when you're giving out money, right? Oh, they just love you when you're giving out money. But when you're a broke ass podcaster like me and all you have is just love to offer, not much people really dig that shit, you know. And I noticed that it's fucking crazy. If you're not giving away shit, people don't give a fuck. And it's fucking crazy that you gotta bribe people to watch your shit. You gotta bribe people to fucking show you love. You gotta bribe people for this and that. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's not Friday, but I'm gonna say fuck you. For those people that only support me because they want something out of it, fuck off, and it ain't even Friday because bullshit. You know, I want people that actually give a shit because they know what kind of person I am, because they know that I'm a genuine person, because I do this, because not because I get paid. Fuck no. If anything, I fucked up my life doing this podcast. I should have stayed just as a little waiter, shutting my fucking mouth. But then I wanted to be, I wanted to have this little platform where I can say what I want, do what I want, and pretty much just air my grievances, you know, and it really hurt me more than it's been helping me. And that's one thing that, you know, I need for people to understand that when you have a business, whatever type of business it is, you are going to go through rough patches. You're going to go through hiccups. You're going to go through this. You're going to go through that. But it's how we react to it. Me, I always react in a negative way because I believe that, you know, the hard work does pay off, but where's the payment? You're like, where's the payment, motherfucker? Like, you know, we have things that we need to pay for. We need to pay for the light. We do need to pay for the water. You know, a lot of things in life that we forget needs to be paid because we're too busy paying attention to other fucking things, you know, that we get sidetracked. Whatever is on the description, you read it. Yes, whatever. For those people that are watching, thank you very much. We're in a wonderful mood, but you know, we're in one of those moods where it's like support Are We On podcasts or not. We're gonna continue to do what we gotta do. So roll with us or get rolled over. Nah. You know, it's all love. At the end of the day, it's all love. There's so many people in this world that are going through worse. There's so many people that have it worse. So at the end of the day, I do have to continue to stay humble. I do have to be thankful, and I do have to continue to spread love. Even though I may be talking shit sometimes, it seems like I'm a fucking hater. No, I am not a hater. All right. I am a loving person. I support you. I support you. I support you. Even though some of you motherfuckers don't support me back, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's not mandatory just because I support you, you gotta support me. Nah, that's not how it goes. You know, but in the long run, down the road, a little way yonder, when that support, you know, isn't there, I'm gonna be like, hey, I wonder why, you know, like, so be thankful for those people that do been showing love. You know, I'm sure you got a bigger platform. You don't need my fucking support. You don't need me to be like, oh, hey, drink some King Kali, Texas pineapple. You know, you don't need any of my fucking support. I understand that. You know, but what I do is I do it out of my heart. I do it because I care. I care for those individuals, for those people. Like, hell, are we on podcast? Yes, it is not the best podcast. No, they're bigger, they're better podcasts in the city of San Antonio, and I support them. You know, Talk and Listening, get ready for new episodes in August. You know, Well You Asked podcast, Radioactive podcast, the Morning Fanatic, you know, Put Your Big Girl Draws On. I support all those podcasts here locally, and I'm going to continue to because nobody is asking me to. I do it because I want to. I do it because I care. And for those people that show me love back, I love you. Even though there's some people that may watch just to laugh, just to be like, oh, look at this idiot, or whatever the fucking case may be, just know that I love you, regardless of your intentions, whether or not you don't share my shit, whether or not you don't comment on my shit, whether or not you don't show me love, it's okay. Don't do any of that shit. Don't, because that really shows me what kind of support I have. So when this money is real, I'm gonna be like, oh, I know who not to give it to, but to people that actually comment, to people that actually share, to people that actually show me some love, whether it may be monetarily or not, it's all needed. I don't say this shit for my health. Definitely. I don't get on here and blah, 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 blah for my health. Fuck no. I don't. I don't. I do it for people that, let's say, don't have a voice, for people that don't know how to, get out of that box, for people that don't know how to be, let's say, somewhat outgoing, for people that don't, know how to laugh when they're alone. It's okay for people that don't know how to cry whenever they're going through things in life, because they're so fucking manly that they got to be hard all the fucking time. Get off the fucking gas. Some people need to just accept themselves for who they are and shut the fuck up and pray. And sometimes I need to take my own advice. So, yes, I do pray. I pray. I pray to stay blessed, most definitely. Tia, much love. Shout out to you, my lady. Thank you for your support. And it's a hard life that we live. We go through a bunch of things in life. We go through a bunch of personal things. We go through a bunch of things when it comes to, let's say, our work. Kids, school, just life. But I'll tell you what, life is a whole lot better than death. And when you think about death, you're like, you hear people, oh, you hear this person died, you hear this gone. One day somebody can be talking about me, or like, oh yeah, that guy already on podcast. Yeah, he shot himself, or he jumped off a fucking bridge, or he died in his sleep, or he passed away, he got into a car accident, or whatever the fucking case may be, we're all gonna die. We are all gonna be gone one day. Either we get cremated and turned into a nice, beautiful tree, or we get buried into the ground and, to give access to all the maggots, like whatever, whatever. We are gonna turn into dirt. All of us. But it's about what we do while we are here on this earth. Here, me live in the city of San Antonio. I love where I'm from. I love my city. I love all sides. I like to say raised downtown. Born and raised pretty much downtown. Riverwalk, San Antonio, Victoria Courts, 90s. 2000s, move around all sides. So for whenever people are always like, yeah, of course, you're always going to have your hood you shout out. You're always going to have your set that you claim, or whatever the fucking case may be. But at the end of the day, it is all sides. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you claim. Yes, there's going to be people that got problems. They're like, oh, you don't give a fuck, huh? Well, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Come and see me. What? Yes. Show me how hard you are. Like, people always got to be so fucking tough. I don't give a fuck. Like, trust me, we've been in front of people putting guns in front of our heads, or whatever the fucking case may be. Like, I don't give a shit who you are. All I give a shit is about if you love. That's the main thing. If you love one another, if you love what you're about, don't fucking boost your own fucking head because, for your clout, for whatever the fuck you're trying to sell. This Arion podcast is free. And I'm all day trying to sell that motherfucker. All day I'm trying to tell people to listen to my podcast. All day I'm trying to tell people to support me. All day I'm trying to tell people to show me some love. And that's it. Simple. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the simple things in life, but it's like somebody don't even understand, man. Sometimes the simple things in life, that's all you got to do. Just like I need a charger, a simple ass charger is going to keep me on. Yep, a simple ass charger. Where is it at though? Where's it at? I don't know where that simple ass charger is. It's somewhere. No sé. No sé, Jose. What I do know is that we're going to continue to be positive, and at the same time, we're going to continue to not give a damn what other people say about me, what other people say about you, whether it's true, whether it's false. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck them. Do you need them at the end of the day? Probably not. All you need is yourself. You need people that really, really support you. You need people that really, really love you. All that fake love shit, that phony baloney shit, nah. Nah, not gonna happen here at Arion Podcast because I don't need to sugarcoat anything. I don't need to kiss anybody's ass for any type of interview or anything like that. So either they're gonna fuck with me or they're not gonna fuck with me. But I sure hope you did fuck with me. For real though, fuck with me. I don't know the rest of this music, but I do very much support it. There we go.
Yeah, my heart's still in the slab line. Niggas hating, but they can't have mine. Yeah, we ball till we fall, stand tall, cause we so H-time.
I'm so Houston. Pimp C would be proud of me. Fat Pat would be proud of me. Yeah. And I'm so Houston. Big Mo would be proud of me. Big Hope would be proud of me. I'm so Houston. DJ Screw would be proud of me. Big Mello would be proud of me. Yeah. And I'm so.
Yep. I love where I'm from. I am from the city of San Antonio. So for those people that always showing love to their city, hell, I'm So San Antonio. Well, that's actually a rapper, right? Isn't his name So San Antonio? As well, yes. I am So San Antonio. I love my city. I love where I'm from. And I will never, ever talk bad about my city or get big time and go, oh, yeah, San Antonio is a little town. Yeah, that's why I claim this. I claim that now. Fuck off. A lot of people are fake as fuck, yo. That's why. A lot of people are fake as fuck. I'll tell you that straight the fuck up because that's what people are. A lot of people are fake as fuck. A lot of people do whatever the fuck they got to do to get on, to make a name for themselves, and they switch up. Nah, ain't no switching up here at Arion Podcast. Ain't no switching up live in the Bone Zone. We keep that shit. For real. We keep that shit. And I know I am ghetto. I know I am ghetto. Oh, fucking well. Excuse me if my mother was yeah. Hell, we were raised in the Victoria courts. What the fuck? My mother was raised in the Victoria courts. What the fuck? Like, it's not where we come from. I know it's where we're going, but a lot of people tend to forget, like, you know, where they come from. They act like that shit don't stink. And brother, like, you're a fucking idiot. But I love my brother, and that's all I gotta say about that. Because fuck it. Some people are gonna support you, some people aren't. For those people that don't support you, you know, you don't gotta get mad at them or hate them or fucking talk shit about them. Just let them go on their merry fucking way because believe it or not, somebody else is gonna support you. Somebody else is gonna show you love. Somebody else is gonna do this and do that to show their appreciation. You know, family are supposed to be there for you. Family are supposed to show love. Family are supposed to be your critics, you know. And sometimes when they don't even do that, it's like, don't fucking expect anything from me. Like, why do you fucking message me? Oh, only because you want some money. Because, oh, you're hungry. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to fucking feed you. If I can't even eat myself, what the fuck makes you think that I'm going to feed you? Like, no, it's hard enough already for some of us. You know, we make choices, we make decisions where it may not pay off. And Arion Podcast is one of those decisions where it is not paying off for me. It is not. Investing in equipment and whatever the fucking case may be, making frames and doing this and that, it is not fucking paying off for me. But what am I doing? I'm still here, right? I'm still here because at the end of the day, the long road, yes, it may pay off for me. Maybe we'll get a big break. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna keep on working until we're 65. You know, maybe we're gonna keep on wishing.
Four in a row with the comments. What the hell happened, man? I don't know. This is a game of survival. Word to the words in this title. Word to the words in my Bible. Who sing it for? I'm a Southside. Hater wanna break. Swing on both ties. Now with the laser. People are surprised. That's how we came up. East, west, and north side. Let's hit this major. I'm a Southside. Hater wanna break. Swing on both ties. Now with the laser. People are surprised. That's how we came up. East, west, and north side. Let's hit.
Shout out to those people from Houston. They've been doing their thing for a minute, musically or whatnot. We do get some people like that are raised here and they go somewhere else, and like it's all right, yo. Some people are gonna claim a different this, to claim a different that, because whatever fucking case may be. For me, I'm always gonna claim 210, my friend, and nothing else. We're gonna always show love to other cities and stuff like that, but home is always gonna be San Antonio. This is what I know. I'm a third generation river rat. My grandpa worked at the Hilton Plaza del Rio when it was first built in 1968. My pops was a DJ in the late 80s, early 90s, and myself, yes, Big Sam Heard. I been working at restaurants and hotels since 2001. So it's a lot of time. The love that you have for something, it's endless. And it's going to continue to be endless, even though I may not step foot on those grounds anymore, like downtown or on the Riverwalk. Like, it don't matter. I can go work somewhere else, like let's say on the north side, and make my own mark there, because everywhere I go, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave a mark, and we're gonna let people know that Arion Podcast is an actual podcast. And even though we may not be obtaining the residuals and whatnot that we wish we would, but within time, I know people are going to be very generous when it comes to monetary support, and that's exactly what we need, because we want to make these bands that'll make you dance. We want to turn these into actual currency and not just prop money on my dresser. Yes, sir. Life is fucking crazy, yo. Life is crazy. I understand. We gotta do what we gotta do at the end of the day, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So whether it's continue this podcast or not do it at all and work 3 jobs or whatever the case may be to catch up on this, to catch up on that, to keep this person happy, to keep that person happy, to keep myself happy. We need support. We need love. So that's why, we get on here, we talk our shit, we do our thing, because at the end of the day, this is all for entertainment purposes. Granted, most of the stuff that I say is from the heart, but some people don't really understand, me. They don't really understand the mind, So when we are on here and talking about stuff, sometimes it's serious things, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just for shits and giggles, but life is very, very precious. It is very, very precious. We take a bunch of things for granted. I take a bunch of things for granted. I take my children for granted. I take my own life for granted. I take the people that brought me into this world for granted. I take some of my family for granted. Some people I could give two shits about, but I take a bunch of people for granted, a bunch of things in life for granted. We do that. We do that on the daily. I do that on the daily. But do I talk about it? No. Oh, I'm talking about it now. Like, yes, most definitely. All those people that I fucking don't value more the way I should, Shelby, Michaela, I am sorry. Okay. Father, pops, we're learning. Myself, I don't give myself enough credit for what this little ass podcast have become. It's still a little shitty podcast, but it's my little shitty podcast. All right. Are we on podcast? Are we on? Are we on? It is just a podcast where we ask a question. Are we on, John? And we talk about life, death, everything else in between. The Bone Zone. It is homage, of course, to Bone Thugs and Harmony and for what they have done for me musically, to help me get through rough times, sad times, even some happy times. There's always going to be a reason. And the reason why we continue to do this is because I want to help. And whatever way that I can help, I want to help. I feel like it is my obligation to give you whatever type of help I can offer. Not monetarily, because I'm the one asking for help. Like, I'm asking for help. I need anything, because anything does help. $1 by thousands. Everybody give me a dollar. 1,000 people. If 1,000 people give, one person $1, you can help them out, and then figure out, okay, who else are we going to help bless today? It's a lot of things we go through. And I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. Yep. See, at the crossroads, most definitely, for anybody that is going through any type of loss, any type of struggle, whatever we go through, just know that we are not alone. We deal with it. Either we show it to the world on the www through social media, through whatever the case may be, or you bottle it up inside. Just know that if you're going through any type of mental health issues where you want to hurt yourself, or you're considering hurting somebody else, get help. Get help. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt somebody else. There's too many senseless killings out there in this world for us to continue to keep this trend going. No, it is not cool to just go out and kill somebody because you want to kill somebody. No, don't. It's going to affect, of course, that person, because their life is ended. It's going to affect their loved ones, their family. What it's going to be affect their friends, their coworkers. Now, like, people are going to have to wonder what happened to Johnny, or what happened, to Mark. Oh, where did he go? Oh, he never showed up to work. Oh, that's like him, though. Sometimes the motherfucker doesn't show up, but then we got to be courteous to those people, because sometimes we don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are going through. Like, hell, you don't know what I'm going through. All you know is what I tell you. Just like the news. This is not necessarily a news outlet, but when you see my timeline, we are sharing news. We are sharing news from people, actual news, from people that have shows, from people that are going through this, that are doing this and doing that. It is news. So in a way, my platforms are a news outlet for some people, because I'm constantly sharing other people's stuff. I'm sharing your stuff to help you. Hopefully you share my stuff to help me. I go out and try to support these places, these restaurants and stuff, with hopes that maybe they would be like, oh man, you know what? There's some people that go out of their way to show you love, and I'm one of those persons. I'm one of those persons that's gonna go out of my way to show you love because you deserve it. You deserve your flowers now. And yeah, that's real spill. I don't gotta sugarcoat shit. We're not here trying to fucking just get views to be the best or whatever the fucking case may be, because in my mind, I believe that I am the best. My mind, is just my mind, and it's a terrible thing to waste. So I'm not going to waste the idea of me thinking that I am the best. I believe that I am. And that's all that matters. You motherfuckers may not think so. You may think somebody else is the best. That might be true. But in my heart, in my mind, I'm the best at what I do. I know I am not as polished. I'm not as structured as other podcasts, but that's what makes us different. That's what makes Fill in the Blank podcast different than Are We On podcast. My setup, I'm obviously not in a studio. I cannot afford to pay for a studio, so I had to make a room in my house, my studio, live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Hurd. Yes, we started that during COVID. We're still doing it. Now we are going by Are We On podcast, where we actually have a name for our podcast and not just, call it this or call it that. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. It is Live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Hurd. Yes, we are that. But we also are We On podcast. Okay. ¿Entiendes? And I'm going to continue to just spread love. And hopefully one day it'll all pay off. We are waiting for that big payday per se, or just somebody that is willing to invest and the mind. A Billy on the board, yes. We need somebody to invest in Billy on the board. That way he can create what he wants to create, and we can have a wonderful time all together, man. I just want to be able to throw a big old block party, and be able to do a bunch of things for the community. So for a bunch of those people that do that, thank you for doing that. I got to shout out T-Poke, most definitely. He is one of those guys that I look up to for, inspiration, just for that whole motivation and being positive. It's one of those things that if you keep on working at it, eventually you're going to be wonderful at what you do. And I'm going to continue to do that because I want to be one of the best at what I do when it comes to this podcasting thing. When it comes to music, I want to be one of the best. I want to be one of those names where people are talking about, saying, damn, man, this boy Big Sam Hurd, man. Or whether I go by S. Anthony or whatever, Steve Anthony Monreal, Billy, whatever my fucking name is, it doesn't matter. Just when you see my face, you know who the fuck I am. How about that? When you see my face, you know who it is. You see my face, you know who I am. You're like, oh, yes, I love this guy. He's a fucking idiot. Whether I go by Big Sam Hurd, whether I go by Billy on the board. Yes, it is I, Billy on the board. Or Sir Smooth, or just me, Steve Anthony Monreal, my family, my friends, my boneheads, my bitches, my bitch ass hoes, my whole ass bitches, and my bitch ass niggas, because yes, even the milk can be a bitch too. It's something that I'm not going to stop doing. But even if we do actually stop doing it, I'm going to be there regardless, because you can still go back and play this. I'm still going to go back and share and, share and share and share a bunch of these previous episodes, because looking back, And I have hundreds already. And it's crazy to think that you would just do this as a hobby and you love it, and now we want to do business as, yes, do business as the Bone Zone. Or are we on podcast, whatever the case may be, or the Big Sam Heard brand, we want to have more, but we need help. We need help. I am not ashamed to say that I need help. I need help in several different ways. Mentally, I need help financially. I need help, with guidance and a bunch of things. So for whoever watches, even if you just chime in for your little ass 2 seconds, whatever the fucking case may be, thank you, regardless. You should have shared my shit at least. If you're not gonna watch, but still just be like, oh, let's see what this idiot is saying, at least share my shit. For real. If not, just keep your happy ass scrolling. Keep on scrolling, motherfuckers, like, for real. Like, that ain't even no shtick. Like, I don't have a niche. I am not just a podcast where I talk about one specific thing. No, I am not. I don't just talk about, let's say, sports. I don't talk about wrestling. I don't talk about sex. I don't talk about comedy shit. I don't, we're everywhere. ¿Entiendes? We're everywhere. Yep. And I want to be everywhere.
Just like me, if I could teach the world to be a thug in harmony, then I would teach the world to be a thug just like me.
Yep. If I could teach the world to be a thug like me, yes. True's humbly united gathering souls. Not just a thug, a hoodlum out in the street, gang banging and shooting up the fucking corner store or shooting up your ops' house or whatever the fucking case may be. No, that is whole ass bitch shit. And I'll tell you that again. That's whole ass bitch shit. Only whole ass dudes do that. Or females. You can be a female too and be a hoe. And I know a lot of hoes. For real. But one thing is you got to love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love life, live life. Don't let life live you. Okay. I understand. Can we get an applause? Round of applause, yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Life is fucking wild, yo. It is fucking crazy. People would say that it is a battlefield. It's a bunch of things, yo. Some people may not have it as bad. They may come from the suburbs and have a nice little family with a white picket fence and shit like that, and whatever the fuck, whatever you fucking come from or wherever you're headed, kudos to you. But there are people out here who are actually fucking struggling, and what we do is we stay fucking strong because we're not gonna give up. We're not gonna give up. We're coming for your motherfucking ass. Because I know what we are destined to become. I know what we are destined to have. I know we are destined to obtain. And the museum is going to be a wonderful place. And I promise you, the museum is going to be a wonderful place. The museum is going to be a place for me, for you, for the city of San Antonio, because we deserve it. All right? The museum. What the fuck's the museum?
I got to deal with the government and these playheads out to kill. Wish wanna hurt this, but I got you motherfuckers, but you just can't with artillery. You can't come with. If you better let it rest. To the little boys and girls all over the world, just that we say from the streets. Now, for you going to do to repeat, please. Since we can, no more murder. I must say, since we can, no more murder. If I could teach you what
Yep. Most definitely. Please, if we can, please, no more murders. 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 More murder. More murder. Come again. No more murders. No more murders. Like, please, for real, man. Like, it doesn't take a long. It doesn't. It's harder to deal with that. You know, it's harder to deal with the fact that you hurt somebody. It's easy for you to, love somebody, love them. You know what I'm saying? Mold them, guide them. You know, I'm not saying give them the whole your fucking check and shit like that, but still, some of us we need that assistance, and we're gonna definitely just keep on fucking looking for help in whichever way we can get it. If it means I gotta get on here and ask for monetary support, I'm gonna do it. Ain't no shame in my game because of the fact that as a kid, when you don't have something, you make something out of nothing. We didn't have anything. At first, we were just live, right? And then we got on StreamYard. Now we're powered by StreamYard. Yes, it gives me the power to simultaneously cast on Facebook, on YouTube, on several different platforms, which is cool. It gives me the power to do this and do that. The background, it says Arion Podcast. That's just something that I did easy. But I know I am not the best. But in my mind, I damn well I do think that I am one of the greatest. Yes. One day we're going to be like one of the greatest, like a Howard Stern. And it's going to take time. But time is actually the only thing that I have. Actually, I got all the motherfucking time. So please, give me your time.
Fly through the sky, come let's flow. We tryna stay high, rise way higher than most. We just tryna fly through the sky, come let's flow. We tryna stay high, rise way higher than most. Rise way higher than most.
Yes, you're now listening to Arion Podcast. It is I, Billy on the board with the Big Sam Hurd.
The voices and stuff like that. I love it because when we first started the podcast, it wasn't with a live. It was just audio. And that's all it was, just audio. So when I started doing the lives, it became a visual with video. Yes, on YouTube. Now, glad to say that we can upload our stuff on YouTube as well. So it takes time. We do have to trust the process. But sometimes we get discouraged by the lack of. We all get discouraged by the lack of. The lack of this. The lack of the love. I wish this money was not prop money because we would have like a giveaway, right? $100 giveaway. We would do a bunch of things, but for now, we have to just know to just chill. We have to wait our turn. Yes. Because we know that we're going to be given the opportunity. We're going to be given a bunch of things because we're going to manifest and we're going to continue to manifest because we know damn well who exactly is the motherfucking man. And I'll be goddamn if a motherfucker is going to play me like a flute. Sir Smooth, that didn't sound like Sir Smooth. I think he has like a cough or something. Yeah, baby. No, hold on. Yeah, baby, you already know who done walked through the door. It is I, Sir Smooth. Sir Smooth, I guess bad because we haven't had Sir Smooth around. Like the host Sir Smooth voice is like gone. Right? Yeah, baby. I don't even I don't even remember how So Smooth sound, but either way, yo, really on the board, Big Sam Heard, Steve Anthony Monreal, do better. Heard. I would do better, yes, most definitely. I would do better for you, do better for me, do better for everybody. Yes, indeed. Talking about, um, you know, the backdrop, the backdrop, the bone zone, yes. You know, when you think about music, music is a universal language. Music is important. It is very important. So so much like, let's say, at a funeral, sometimes there's music being played. Sometimes there's mariachis. I wish that Bone Thugs and Harmony can perform Crossroads at my funeral. Like, for real, no bullshit. Like, book Bone Thugs and Harmony to just sing one song. Maybe with the introduction, can we get the introduction and everything? Make it, hell, one performance, 10 minutes, book it, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads. That's all you got to do for me before you bury me, put me in the ground, before you cremate me, turn me into fucking dust, ashes. You know, before you put me in the ground to be eaten by maggots within time, of course. Like, it's gonna take forever. Like, you think about, like, the casket. You pay a certain amount of money for the fucking casket just to put that motherfucker in the ground. Like, what the fuck? Like, could he just put me in like a box or some shit? Like, a wooden casket, not so nice and for our eyes, to see. I can't see that motherfucker. I'm dead. Bury me in whatever the fuck, bury me in some Ephesian jeans. Right? Well, what does Young Jeezy say? With the throwaway Glock. Life is very fucking precious, yo. And son, I apologize for being a hard ass. I am just a hard ass on myself, you know, and we see a lot of things getting older, and it's hard. It is hard, but the old man, you know, is a stronger man. So I'm gonna use what knowledge I can gain from him to make myself a better father, to make myself a better person, for however long I'm here on God's green earth. We can take a nap and not wake up from that nap. We can go outside and get shot in our fucking driveway. I can go down the streets to good old Coyote Express. Shout out to my Coyote Express over here on the west side. Commerce, San Antonio, yo. You already know what's up. For those people, 78207, much love. I love my city. I love where I'm from. A lot of people feed off of this. They need the ghetto to talk about. They need the ghetto. They need the hood. They need people out in the streets to be hooked on drugs. They need people to smoke this, to smoke that. This is only hemp. So yeah, not this. They need a bunch of things. They need to rely on people that sell their food stamps. They need to rely on a bunch of things. We are all different type of individuals. We need to sometimes just take a deep breath. So that's what I'm gonna do for you right now. Take a deep motherfucking breath. Yes. Because when it's our last, I hope that I am in front of the people I love the most. You. You. You there in the back. Yes, I see you there in the back. The thing that I don't see you, I see you. You know, and yeah. All right. What do we got? You know, we were talking about first of the month, huh? You know, and yeah, I do play that song every first of the month, and it's crazy, like thinking about 20 years ago when I would do the same. And you think about your bond with family, brothers. Oh, brother, yes. Are we on, John? Are we on, Johnny? And it's one of those things, yo, where brother, I'm always gonna love you forever. And even though I'm not gonna talk to you, just know that it's hard for me too. Yeah. But it's it might be easier in some ways, but when it comes to wanting to have somebody there for you to support you, to show you love, to really like what you do, it's one thing that discourages me. When you don't get that actual something from somebody that you hopefully would like to be there for you, and it's those things that, oh yeah, it sucks that it's gonna have to be when he's carrying my casket, like stuff like that. It's really sad because some people you just don't understand anymore, and maybe it's me that doesn't understand me. Maybe it's you that doesn't understand you. Maybe it's us that don't understand anything. Life takes a toll on some people, and it either is going to make us or break us. But I'll be damned if I'm going to die anytime soon, because I still have a story to tell, and I still have my angels watching over me. So it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what I do. If all of this is already written in a book, and if this is already told, this is all for a reason. All right. So without being a Bible pusher, or without saying there is a God or there isn't a God, or I believe in science, or whatever the fuck you believe, whatever you believe is your own belief. Don't ever let anybody say this is real, this is not real, this is what it is, this is what it isn't, unless it's something actually, I fucking can't even say actually, unless actually it is something that can be proven. Like, this is a bottled water. Yes, I'm holding in my hand a bottled water. It is a plastic bottle with water inside of it. It is drinking water. It's a fact because you see it on video. On audio, when you're just listening to it, you don't know if I am actually holding a bottle of water. I could be holding up a bottle of Coca-Cola, but you don't know because you're just listening, right? You're just listening. In radio world, for those people that are just listening, I can say anything in this world because people are listening all around the world, believe it or not. I look at the analytics, and even though it may just be 1% here, 1% there, 1% here, 1% there, one, it all adds up. And I just want to say thank you. Gracias. Nah. But hey, I appreciate everybody. I love you. All right.
Make me know, don't know what kind of clown they really mistake me for. Living in the now, I'm basically waiting for. Never let the stress and drama take my shot. Don't believe in karma, so we don't enslave my mind. Believe the resurrection, so I'm not afraid to tower. This ain't my real life. And it could be real, but it ain't about money. Killing, living in this world, I can't take family. Haters don't exist, I admit they feel lovely. Now I'm supposed to be. That's it. This is what life's supposed to be.
Yes, most definitely.
Life's supposed to be.
This is what life's supposed to be, my blessing. Damn it, I fucking didn't take out the trash.
Let them come get money, everybody count blessings. Now let's
Yeah.
what you count.
I would get on an episode before I took out the trash, and the trash, it sounded like the trash man just passed by. Damn you, Steven. Fucked up, yo. Fucking up. See? Forgot to take out the trash, Steven. But it's all right. We're not going to run out right now because it already passed by. It's like, boom. The ship is sailed. Right? It's not like we had much anyways. We just had like fucking, not much trash anymore. No mucho basura. No mucho basura. No, like life is okay because it's way more better than death. And I have not witnessed death. I don't know what the afterlife is like. You know, I don't have anybody that is dead that has ever called me and said, "Hey man, it's fucking badass in hell, fucking amazing in heaven, bro. It's everything that you thought." Imagine like you are actually in heaven in what you're buried in, or like maybe like once you get to the gate, you know, they give you like a robe or some shit. They're like, "Hey bro, here's your robe. This is all you ever will wear in heaven." Or like, you know, are you even wearing anything in hell because you're burning in hell, right? Like, whatever. Like, believe what you believe. It is your own belief. Don't let a physical something, you know, a book that is written by people, let's say, not that I don't believe in the Bible and this and that. Everybody can interpret it differently in their own ways. Okay. And you can bitch at me. You can say, I'm a devil worshiper. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Because until I go saying shit about what the fuck you believe, then shut the fuck up, please. And thank you kindly. You know, but everybody believes differently. The belief that something doesn't exist is still a belief. You believe something doesn't exist, right? Some people believe in God. Some people don't believe in God. The belief that something isn't there is still a belief. So it doesn't matter what the fuck you believe in, just as long as you believe. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Why did R. Kelly? R. Kelly, are you okay, R. Kelly? Man, even though R. Kelly is going to be in jail for a long time and he liked to pee on young ladies, you know, underage young ladies, like his music, even though music, you know, for some people are like, oh, I'm going to cancel him because he, like don't let what one little thing, you know, tarnish a whole legacy of something or somebody or whatever the fucking case may be. If you enjoyed that music before somebody did something and yeah, I understand like, oh, why you don't listen to him now? But if let's say as a kid of music, you know, helped you through something and you like see like, oh man, this person was weird. And then you're like, oh, well, maybe that's why I'm a little fucked up. Like, you never know. Like, you listen to a bunch of people's music and maybe it was weird. Like, you see a bunch of these artists that, you know, back in the day, it's still, you know, this and that, whatever the fucking case may be. Like, there's a bunch of weird fucking people in this world, yo. For real. There's a bunch of fucking weirdos. And I'm going to let you know, watch out for that shit because you know the signs. Me, fuck that noise. Like, if you are weird, fuck off. All right? I want to reach for the stars. I want to be able to grab those fucking stars, open my hand, and see my palm just light up. Okay? So interpret that however you need. Speaking of reaching for the stars, yes, I didn't own the rights to this music, but I do very much support it. Wiz Khalifa featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony. Reach for the stars.
The bottom, been there, my plate, gon' share. My grind took years. I faced my fears. I passed my peers. I switched them gears. They in the rear. Going hard, ain't no stopping him. Every day gotta thank God again. Only really ain't no problem. Niggas talk crazy, gon' ride on them. Niggas on their back. Then they wanna be on your side again. Nigga keep it G like alphabet. We ain't trying to be on the ground. You got still weird, wanna rap my muscle. I'ma get mine, it's always been cut though. 10 toes to the ground, I must blow on the way up, but I do this for us though. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do that, do that. On the rap full time, my shine, cause I put in my work, nigga, true that, true that. Anybody how the world go round.
Yeah. True that, true that. True that, true that. All right. So I think we're gonna bid you adieu. This is your boom at noon. Son, I love you. I know your daddy is a fool. He is an idiot. But at the end of the day, he is still a kind person. All right. And yeah, daddy will let you cry. If you're just crying just because you want me to hold you, you're going to cry. But if you're hungry or if you need me to change your diaper, then yeah. But it's hard. And I apologize for being distant. But we're going to continue to love in the heart, like right here. Those people that we cannot actually love, like on a daily and show them we love them. You know, hopefully you guys do know family, friends, family, boneheads, bitches, bitch ass hoes, hoe ass bitches, and bitch ass niggas. Because yes, Steven and Milk can be a bitch too. For Chubby Baby, Michaela Mommy, it is I, Billy on the board with Ariane Podcast. And of course, Mother, I love you, not just today, but every day. Boom at noon, right? Ride with me. Ride with me. Ride for me. Ride with me. Ride for me so you can ride with me. Yeah, there we go. Ride for me. Ride for me so we can ride. Hell, we can ride together. You know, we can ride together. We can fill up the tank of gas without worrying about how much a tank. We can see the sunset any part of the world. We can see the sunrise on the other side of the world if we like. All we had to do is just stay humble. We had to trust the process and not forget that this was all done not on purpose, but you know, it's here. I'm here. You're here. Well, really, nobody is watching right now. We got 0 people watching on the live, but whatever. Just because there's no eyes watching right now doesn't mean, you know, there's somebody. Somebody's always fucking watching. Believe it. Yeah, fuck off. I don't give a shit. Don't get me started on a bunch of that shit that my cousin, yeah, Yvette. Shout out to my cousin Yvette. Yo, I love you, Yvette. I love all my family, but there's some people, you know, we always gotta say names, and particularly that way they know that we love them. So Yvette, my cousin Yvette, I love you very much. All my other cousins, Jennifer, Virginia, Daniel, I love y'all. Y'all know that. My cousin Matthew, you know, my cousin Kimberly, Chris, Timothy. Cousins. Your cousins, you know, they're important, you know. My second cousins, you know, I gotta need a little help with that. So are we on? Are we on? I thought I pressed end already. Shit. I thought we're still recording apparently. Oh, I thought we were off already. Damn it. All right, I thought we were still on. Hello there. This is Ariane Podcast. Yes, this is just a little shitty podcast, but when we do have the city's best critique or this and that, make sure that in the part where you can fill in the blank, put Ariane Podcast, because I doubt I'm gonna fucking be already on the ballot. I doubt I'm going to be on the ballot for the city's best. But hell, if I am, yay, pick me. But if I'm not, yay, pick me. And even if we lose, thank you for picking me. If you did pick me, like I don't give a damn if it's just one other person, myself, my mother, you know, that vote for me. Vote for me. Also for president of the United States. I think we already said that we wanted to run for the president. I think. Do we have that on the record? If not, yes, we do. No, psych, motherfucker. We ain't running. Nope. Nope. We can't even get our life together and you expect me to do it to a whole country? No. Man, them was jokes, man. I'm fucking with you, man. Ain't no motherfucker gonna wanna be president of the United States, man. No. Actually, if you do, kudos to you. I don't give a damn how much of an idiot you are, or whatever the fucking case may be. You know, we're part of the country, so we are the problem as well. You know, not just up top with all these bullshit ass laws and this and that, whatever the fuck. Don't get me started on that because that's a different episode. We should have already been gone. We should have already been gone. But we're still here. So yay, be thankful that we're still here, but we will get canceled. We will. Watch. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We probably are already canceled. I don't even know it. What are we doing? Nah, but for real though, much love to everybody out there. Deuce, deuce. Let's be there for one another. Oh, see, I told you what happened. Did we add a camera? We added a camera. I knew it. We added it. Right now we're listening to this is the Bone Zone. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's pretty much just what I'm looking at. That's the setup. That's fake money. That's prop. That's prop money. If you think if I had that much money, I would be here sitting on my ass. No, I would not. Right? But we still got that. All right. So solo layout. All right. So yeah, see that. Thank you very much to StreamYard, yo. Shout out to StreamYard for giving me the ability to add cameras and add any, you know, the video feeds. What the fuck, yo? Speaking of video, why you keep on doing that for? Jackass. All right. That's it. That. All right. Well, whatever. I don't know why it keeps on doing that, but yeah, that means it's time to get off, right? That's what that means. You can meet me That's some Bone Thugs and Harmony, Meet Me in the Sky. You most definitely can meet me in the sky because that's where we will be flying high. Nah, much love, y'all, world. Good on the good old WWW. Ask me if I give a damn. I actually do. All right. Deuce, 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 apple juice. Much love, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Shout out to those other podcasts out there, man. Y'all gotta show support to your people. Listen to What You Ask podcast, Radioactive podcast, Talk Can Listening, The Morning Fanatic. You know, those are just a few that I personally watch and listen to. So yeah, much love. Deuce, 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 deuce. Oh, and if this mic could talk, yeah, and if this mic could talk. That's a good one too. I like that one. All right. If this mic could talk, shout out to you, gentlemen. Much love out there to us podcasters, and also put your big girl draws on. Shout out to Lele Marie. Shout out to her too. So much love, everybody. Have a blessed day. Whatever. If you believe, if you don't believe, if you don't believe, even that is a belief in itself. So yeah, shut the fuck up. Have a good day. Bye.